everyone, and welcome to another of my Vacuum of the Month series. Because it is the first of the month, it's the 1st of August 2018. So those of you who follow my channel will know what's about to come. I'm going to be discussing my Vacuum of the Month for July, which was this fabulous 1980s Hoover Turbomaster. And I'll be revealing what Vacuum of the Month for August will be. And I'll also be having a look at this Kirby, but that's for a separate video. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek of a video that's coming up featuring that Kirby tradition. Okay, well, here it is. This is my Hoover Turbomaster. It's an old model. It dates from the mid-80s, but it is new. So it's basically, I was like using a new vacuum cleaner, but it's an old model. It's quite noisy, it's quite heavy. It doesn't swivel, it's not bagless, it's not cordless, but I've absolutely enjoyed using this as much as anyone can enjoy vacuuming, and I do have to say, I do enjoy vacuuming, which is why the robotic vacuums I've got in my collection rarely see the light of day. Apart from my robotic floor washer, I don't like washing floors, so that does get used more than my robotic vacuums. That could be an idea actually for 1 month, couldn't it? I'll just use robotic appliances. My floors and carpets will be fairly clean, but what about my stairs and upholstery and all the above floor jobs? No, it just wouldn't work. Anyway, onto this fabulous cleaner. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, I'm smiling just thinking that I'm going to be so sad saying goodbye to this, but I can't use it continually. I've really enjoyed going back to the 80s with this, and I've really enjoyed smelling the air freshener. I put a brand new air freshener in this. It is starting to smell a bit musty, as many bagged vacuum cleaners do. But the bag, I've had a little peek in there a couple of times and it's fairly full. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the cleaner that's picked up the most during the course of the year. Now, I've taken a note of all the cleaners I've featured as Vacuum of the Month, plus how much dirt they've picked up. Now, the first couple of videos I didn't weigh the dirt for some reason, but I have kept the dirt. So at the end of the year, I'll do a summary of all the 12 vacuums, and we'll go through each one, and I'll tell you then exactly how much dirt each vacuum picked up. So, without any further ado, I'll get my scales, we'll get the bag out of this Turbomaster and see how much dirt it's picked up during the course of July. Some of you may remember that I put in one of these for your home Hoover H18 bags, a fleecy bag, instead of the traditional paper bag that this machine would have taken when it was in the shops. So we'll see if it's made a difference. I think it has. I haven't noticed any drop in performance or suction on this cleaner. What I did notice though, when I had a sneak peek, the inside of this bag compartment was still very clean. And I've not wiped this or anything. That's the bag door. And I cannot see any visible dust on that. So if we take out the bag, try not to spill any of the dust. Ooh, it's quite full. I mean, there's still a lot of life in there. I could carry on cleaning with this machine. I'm not sure, even probably another month actually. I could probably go 2 months or maybe more using this same bag. You're not supposed to fill them too much, only sort of 2/3 full. I'll just put it down because it's letting out some dust. Now there is a little bit of dust in here, but mainly the dust that's fallen out of the bag when I took it out of the machine. A bit's fallen down here onto the cord reel, and obviously there's dust inside the fill tube. You'd expect that, but actually inside the compartment there's no fine dust at all. Absolutely fantastic. So I've recommended these bags many times. So if you've got an old appliance and you want to breathe a bit of new life into it, literally breathe new life into it using the bag. A bag, of course, is the lungs of a vacuum cleaner. These are fantastic. They're not expensive. They are quite a lot larger than the bags, but they do fit, and they've got a nice little seal around here to keep the dust in. So that has done a very good job. What I will do, I'll wipe that out later and pop a new bag in before I store it away, because this bag, I won't be using it again, because that will be going in my garage in the box where I've got all the other bags of filth all the way from January of this year. It will be very interesting. I think I'll probably do it 1st of January as a New Year special. 1st of January 2019, it'll be a big extravaganza and I'll show you all the dirt that's been picked up. But for the time being, we'll pop the Turbomaster to one side, but I do need the empty bag because I didn't weigh the empty bag, so I need to take the weight of the bag into account when I'm weighing the amount of dirt that the Turbomaster's picked up. So we'll just fold the bag and we'll see how much it weighs. Right, it's at 0 grams. It's not going to weigh very much, but it will make a difference. We'll make sure it's on central. Right, the bag empty weighs 40 grams. So of course we'll need to deduct that weight from this. Right, 40 grams is what an empty bag weighs. Let's see how much, zero it, we've picked up. Now I just have to fold it over to try and get it all on the scale. There we go. That looks a fair amount of dirt. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Now that is surprising. I'll tell you for why. That's a lot less than I thought, but that is 280 grams, which means it's picked up 240 grams worth of dirt. Before I started filming this video, I had to go through all my old videos to A, remind me which cleaners I used as vacuum of the month, and B, to see how much dirt they picked up in grams. Now, January and February's vacuums don't have a weight result, but I still have those bags of dirt, so I will be weighing them in my big video for January 2019. So in January 2018, if you remember, it was the Shark Duo Clean cordless, and for that there's no result, no weight given for that video. It was followed by the Dyson Kinetic Big Ball, and again I didn't have a weight, but there was certainly a lot more volume of dirt that picked up, but I did expect a mains powered cleaner to perform better than a cordless one. March, we had the Sebo X7, which I didn't initially like, but it did perform pretty well, picking up 330 grams of dirt. So far, looking at all the other results, the Sebo X7 has picked up the most dirt during the course of the year, which I thought the Turbomaster would, to be honest. But no, it was a Sebo X7, again a bagged vacuum and mains powered. Now in April was the Miele C3 Comfort Boost, and that picked up a very respectable 315 grams. And now that was using a straight suction nozzle, so only 15 grams less than the Sebo, so that was pretty good and pretty surprising, but it was hard work with the pet hair. You really need a turbo or power nozzle if you've got pets, but it picked up a substantial amount of dirt. Then came the cheap and cheerful Hoover Vortex Evo bagless upright. That picked up a measly 115 grams. Then June was another cordless, the Dyson V7 Motorhead, picking up only 95 grams. I was pleased with the results of that machine, but 95 grams, it didn't pick up very much compared to the other cleaners, certainly the ones I weighed. I'll have to see what the Shark picked up when I weigh that to compare them. And of course we've got the July vacuum of the month, the Hoover Turbomaster, which I've already forgotten. I think it's 240 grams. I'm going to have to weigh it again, folks. Memory like a sieve or a goldfish. Let me just weigh it again. I think it comes up at 280. Yes, it was 280, wasn't it? So without the bag, it's 240. I'll write that down when I find my pen. So far, it's been the Sebo X7 that has picked up the most dirt. Wow, that is surprising. Okay, so the vacuum cleaners, yes, cleaners plural, because I'm going to be using two for the month of August, are the Gtech K9 Multi Handheld Cleaner and its companion, of course, the Gtech.Airram. So I've gone back to cordless for this month. We'll see how well these clean up. I've been using them a little bit, not very much. They've had a little bit of use, but only after I got them, and then they've just been put away. But everything's been cleaned out, ready. So the filter's been vacuum cleaned, and obviously the container is completely clean and empty for the start of the month. Pop that back in there, and again with the K9 multi, everything's been cleaned, there's no dirt in there. So obviously I'll be saving up all the dirt during the course of this month into a separate bag, and we'll weigh it all at the end of the month or at the start of next month and see how much these cleaners have picked up. So the multi K9 will be used for all my above floor jobs. With the attached turbo nozzle or motorized head, I'll be using that on my upholstery and my stairs and any little nooks and crannies that I can't get the main cleaner. Might even use it on beds as well. And of course, you do have a little onboard crevice tool, so I can do the nooks and crannies down the sides of the chairs and cobwebs up high. There's no actual extension lead on this though, so I'll have to stretch my arms out if I want to get any cobwebs with this. And there is a little dusting brush which I haven't got, it's just off camera there, and I can use that for lightweight dusting some lampshades and things. So all my above floor tasks will be tackled using that. And of course all my carpets and floors, and possibly my stairs sometimes, although I've got this, I'll probably just use this on stairs. You can use the Airram on stairs because it is so light, but certainly all my carpets and all my hard floors will be cleaned using the Gtech.Airram. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously I'll be saving up all the dirt and we'll be weighing it on the 1st of next month, and then I'll reveal to you what next month's vacuum is going to be. Okay, before I go, I'm just going to tell you why I've got this Kirby out. So here we have my Kirby Tradition. I've given it a little bit of a polish by hand, so it looks a bit better. It's got a bit dusty and dull in storage. So what I'm going to do is use this. Now, Mr. Sam Watson from the channel Becco 1987 kindly lent me this Kirby Dirt Meter. Now I was hoping to use it on my Diamond Edition Kirby, but it's a newer model and it doesn't actually fit this particular dirt meter. I think you can get some dirt meters that fit the later models, and he kindly sent me not only this to try out, but all these pads. Now these were used in demonstrations. Kirbys are normally sold door to door, and the Kirby demonstrator would take the Kirby, all the attachments, and he'd take one of these or the equivalent, I don't know if they do it now, and show the householder how much dirt is left in their carpets from their old vacuums. It'll be interesting to see. I'll be making a separate video. I'm going to just do a quick area of carpet here. This area is where I normally do my bag of filth demos, just by the door. So if that's dirty, we'll soon find out. I did pay particular attention when I was using the Turbomaster to making sure this area was clean. I went over slowly. So if this Kirby is going to pick up any dirt, well, I'll be quite surprised actually. So I'll do a quick test of this in this video just for this area, but I'm going to go into other areas of my house. I'll make a separate video. I'll try it in the bedrooms and the hall and the landing, etc. And we'll see how much dirt we can get out. So basically what I have to do with this is open it up. I've already had one of these in, so I'll pop it back in. This is the little white material, this porous material. This is designed to show you the dirt. Instead of going in a bag, obviously, it will catch the dirt on that pad. So we'll just close that up. Sam did a video of this recently on his channel, on his mother's carpet, I think. But his mother's carpet in the living room is quite a thick pile, so obviously the deeper the pile, the more dirt that can hide at the base. And this is quite a short pile. It was, you know, fitted when we moved into this house. It was a brand new house, so they just fitted cheap carpets. Hopefully this year or very early next year I will be replacing the living room carpet and getting something with at least a little bit of a pile. I'm not going full shag mode. I'm not going to go, you know, that thick pile carpet. It's not practical with dogs. Daisy will get lost in it. But it's going to have a little bit more of a pile. It'll be more plush. I like a nice plush pile on my carpet. Now let's get this on it. It took me ages. I had to look at Sam's video to see how these fitted on, but because that was quite difficult. So put it like that with the glass or perspex top. I think it's glass. And then you turn it until it locks. There we go. Whew. So let's see. And hopefully this Kirby still works, because it's been in semi-retirement in the back of my wardrobe. I'm going to plug it in. It might switch on. So cover your ears, folks. No, it hasn't. Good. Right. Let's move the camera and see if we can get any more dirt out of this carpet. Well, I'm ashamed to say I live in a very, very dirty house, but not too dirty. There is some dirt in here. Let's have a look. It's mainly grit, actually. There's a few hairs as well, courtesy of Daisy by the looks of it. But, you know, I went over a fair number of times. You can see, Sam said you'll know why that the Kirby logo is upside down, because it's obviously, it prints the logo, the bit where the dirt hasn't gone. But that's not bad. I went over more than you saw in the video anyway, back and forth over this area, maybe 2 square meters of carpet. Just been vacuumed with the Turbomaster last night. But that's not bad. But there is some, can we see, some gritty particles. This would have been interesting to have done this experiment after I used the Dyson V7. I think the result would have been a bit worse than this. It's because I've been using a very good upright cleaner with some decent brushes and agitation. I think that's why I've only got this result. But I will be doing another video showing you the results in different rooms of the house. I'll make that hopefully today or tomorrow before I start using the Gtech. But yeah, it's a fascinating thing to see. So there we go. That's the dirt that was left in 2 square meters of my living room carpet. Well, thanks for watching. If you're still here, don't forget to thumb up this video and subscribe if you don't already do so. As I've said earlier, you'll be getting a few more older videos, mainly unboxings for the rest of the summer, because quite frankly, it's far too warm to be making full demonstration videos. I really haven't got the energy when I come home from work. All I can do is just sit in the garden with a tequila and a copy of Woman's Realm. Well, not really, but I just come home from work so tired and it's so hot and you're just, ugh. So anyway, I'm still going to be doing odd videos like this. Obviously, Vacuum of the Month is still continuing. I'll still do that, and you'll see a few other new updates. And I went live last week or earlier this week, so I might do that again in a couple of weeks. If you want to watch me live and comment live, I'll give a bit more notification though if I decide, so more of you can join me for that. So that's about it. So there are lots of plans for the autumn on my channel. I've just had a delivery just earlier today of 2 more vacuum cleaners. I'm expecting 2 more tomorrow, no, 3 more tomorrow. And I've got absolutely loads and loads that I haven't even unboxed that are in my garage. So there's plenty to come up on my channel, not just the unboxings, but I'll be demonstrating them. I'll also be trying my hand at a bit of maintenance as well, Sam Becco style. Mr. Watson from Becco 1987. I've got a new motor that I need to fit to an 80s vacuum. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what that vacuum is. The motor on that was a complete dud. I don't think I can fix it, so I managed to get hold of a brand new motor. So fingers crossed, it's just a case of whipping out the old and popping in the new and connecting it up. That's the theory. Whether that happens is another matter, but I will be filming that journey for you and bleeping out any swear words. If you have any comments or questions about this video or my channel, constructive please, no hate, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon. Washing machine fans, stay tuned because the review of the Hoover washing machine will be coming up, and I'll also plan to do some full cycles. I've had many requests to do full cycles, full programs in my old washer, my AEG. I've still got that. That will be coming back when the Hoover's been used and abused. Well, I won't abuse it, but it's going to get a lot of use. I'm planning to make a lot more videos on the Hoover as well, full cycle videos for those people that want to see those. If you don't like washing machines, just don't watch that video, but you will always see vacuum cleaners on this channel. So that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you all for the next video. Bye for now.